This that A1 Perico flow, you know? It's that kind of flow that could change your life. Yo, the kid is back. Word to my fitted cap. Shorty bad, beauty plus brains.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Brooklyn Ladies back with another good episode for you guys today. Atlanta Dream just got a good old-fashioned BTA by the Valkyrie. A clash of two really good defensive teams. But, you know, Atlanta in the past few games has actually found this offense, but it was non-existent today. So, they pretty much smacked us in the face, punched us in the mouth from the beginning of the game. And we pretty much didn't fight back until the fourth quarter. So we're going to talk about it. You know what I mean? We're going to talk. It's all good. We're going to talk about today. It's going to be a therapy session. You know, this was good, though. This was, you know what? Before we get into that, make sure everybody, if you're watching this, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, hype the channel, all of the things. Holler at me in the comments. You already know you holler at me. I'm going to holler back. With that said, like I said, this was a good loss because sometimes you need these types of losses, right? Sometimes you need to get punched in the face a little bit to wake up, right? We've been feeling good. We've been feeling good lately, right? We beat Indiana twice. You know, the offense is clicking. All of our starters is in double figures. We've been feeling good. We needed a loss like this, and we played them 3 times in the next upcoming weeks, right? So we gonna see this team a lot. So this is gonna be a good test to help us get better. So Skull Brain Nation says, I hate when ATL come out and not want to play basketball, but the starting five fell. Now that's a fact. Like I said, this is good. This is a good wake-up test for everybody. So for all the people that wanna, blame the coach, this is a good wake-up call for the coach to see what he needs to do. Because one thing I like about Carson Mesco is he always bounce back. Every time we take a loss, we bounce back, right? So this is a wake-up call for him to get the players ready, and this is a wake-up call for the players to and I'm a little bit surprised, really, because this, in the beginning of the season when we were struggling offensively, these are the games we was winning. So we've been here before. So I'm actually surprised that we let this game get to us. But shout out to Golden State. Shout out to the Valkyrie. They've been playing well all season. They well coached. And they make timely threes. We got to give it to them. They make timely threes. We didn't guard it. Actually, I can't say we didn't guard it because they was making contested threes. We didn't guard it good enough. Let me say that. We didn't guard it good enough because Golden State was definitely making contested threes. Right at Milky Way says, in the last few games, we didn't play. We didn't really play anybody, but Skull Brain, I need Angel to start 100 feet. I need Angel to start 100. Oh, 100 free throws, you saying? I need Angel to start 100. I don't know what you're trying to say. 100%. But like I said, sometimes you do need losses like this, so I'm not too worried about it. We know this is uncharacteristic of us not to come out and score. First of all, 74 points is not enough to win you games in the WNBA. So the fact that we was held under 74 shows, this is not something I don't think we're gonna see again from us. And this is also something that both teams shouldn't be. This is a low scoring game. This is crazy. But like I said, this was a good old fashioned beating. This is a good old fashioned whooping we just went through. Skull Brain Nation says we played them in a day. Yeah, we're gonna play them again back to back. So we're gonna see how we bounce back. And that's a good thing about professional basketball, because you get right back at it. Terrible game, Chicago Cheetah. Terrible game. But it's all good. It's all good. We needed this. Because this is gonna make us better. This is gonna make us better. I'm gonna drop the link in case any of y'all want to come up and tell y'all thoughts on how y'all feel about the game. Yeah, good point. I do hope Leash is okay. You know, if anything, from what I saw, it looked like it might just be a bone bruise because it was like hip to hip contact. So, you know, we hope it's something minor like that. But even if she is out for a couple of days, we're gonna have to figure out how to win without her. So everybody got to step up. Um, Reddit Milky Way says, "I missed what happened to Leash. Can somebody tell me?" Um, Kia Stokes set a screen, and Leash tried to fight over the screen, and both of their hips bumped. But um, you know, I was in and out from my phone and watching the game. This wasn't a game. This wasn't a game that really had my attention. From what I heard from the commentators say, she was on the ground like a few times that game. So I guess like that was enough. She hit the ground a couple times, or whatever the case may be. But the one that actually knocked her out was when she, um, when Kia Stokes set the screen and they hips bump, or whatever the case may be. She walked off the floor though. She walked off the floor. What's going on, Miss D? I dropped the link, Miss D. If you're trying to come up, I already dropped the link. No problem, no problem, brother. You know I always got your back. You know that. Listen, make sure everybody hit that like button for me. I need to get back in his algorithm. Let everybody know I'm live. You know what Casey what K-Sap say? Go tell a friend and tell a friend, man. Let everybody know I'm live, man. Let's talk about this loss. Like I said, we don't got much to hang our heads about though. But Jonathan, what's up? The link is in the chat, Jonathan. We don't got much to hang our hats about because you know, we've been winning. We've been winning pretty good. Let me change the layout, Ms. D. Give me 1 second. There we go. How you doing, Ms. D?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Obviously, you know, we just got belt put to our behinds. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I knew it was gonna be hard to play in Valhalla, but I thought they was
Absolutely.
gonna pull it out. But I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Kind of a blowout. They
Absolutely.
came back, but I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
But
they fought back at the end, but it was too late.
yeah,
They got beat pretty much. So in the first quarter, they outscored us. In the second quarter, we got smacked. We got smacked in the second quarter. So you would think you would come out in the third ready to go. Got beat again in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter is when we started trying to fight back. Angel was getting to the line a lot in the fourth quarter. But pretty much everybody shot bad. Everybody shot bad. They defense really shut us down. Everybody shot bad on our side. You know, Leash was 3 of 10. I forget what Ryan finished with. You know, Angel shooting percentage wasn't that great. And on the other side, you know, Zan Delazzini, Caleb Thornton, and Gabby Williams was all efficient. You know, knocking down threes, getting to the basket. So that was really the game right there. Because they didn't really, like I said, they finished with 74 points. They ain't do much.
all right.
But they defense shut us down though. We gotta give them credit.
No, I was shocked at their defense. I mean, they played good, decent defense, but I see a cot got off a little bit. They
Yeah,
probably
Okat played
yeah,
well. That's a bright
yeah,
spot. She played well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was a good pickup for them. Look, maybe the Fever should have got her, and then
Right.
maybe Raven would have been free. No, sorry,
Right.
Medina.
No,
No,
right.
but the Dream they needed Okai, so that's good. That's good
Yeah,
to
we
have her
definitely
in your
needed
back pocket.
Okat. Right. I keep saying that Chicago dropped the ball to me on not picking up Raven Johnson. I think that should have been a point guard of the future, but you know.
It's two teams. I ain't want to go to Chicago because of the management, and they just need a
No,
new
no, I'm
owner.
with you. I do understand what you're saying
If
about
they get a
management,
yeah,
you know, I'm talking about, you know, Camilla there. So,
yeah,
you know.
right. That'd be
But
a
I
friend,
feel
somebody's
what you're
friend.
saying though. Definitely
Yeah,
feel what you're saying.
I have a feeling somebody said this a few weeks back that maybe Don Staley hooked it up because she wanted a Raven to be a top 10, and maybe she
Mhm.
got the hookup. Tell
Maybe,
Stephanie White.
maybe. Indiana low key is game cocked out. So
Yeah, but I ain't, yeah, but that I'm kind of mad at Stephanie White at the same time because that's not the place you wanna. I know you like Raven. That's not the place. I don't like it's somebody Indiana to kind of rub me the wrong way.
Nah, I agree with you. I'm not too
Yeah,
happy that Raven is there, but it is what it is. Everybody got to start their career somewhere, and but
yeah,
Raven is gonna have a long career. So whatever, however works out for her, should be all right because we know she's a leader no matter where she goes. So
yeah. And then of course, now they trying to say, well, they lost to the Mercury tonight. I had to go back and watch that again as well.
yeah, I'm not
And
gonna really
CC
watch it,
injured.
but
Yeah,
you just reminded me that I wanted to speak on something. So the one thing that I'm gonna do is why Angel fans are different than CC fans, or should I say
right.
Clarkies, right? Because there's some good CC fans out there, so I'm not talking about them. But the Clarkies, Angel fans are better than the Clarkies, or maybe even all CC fans, right? Because I haven't heard no CC fan, good or bad, say what I'm about to say. And regardless of what you like, regardless if you like Caitlyn or not, nobody should get beat up on the floor. Nobody should get
No.
hurt on the floor. Nobody should get violence on the floor. So the foul that she took today with Alyssa Thomas on top of her with
Mm,
her fist in her neck, right knee.
mm.
I don't condone that.
Alyssa
That's
Thomas, you know what? She be doing some low key, sneaky, dirty stuff.
she do. This is not
I
the
mean, yeah,
first time.
she's a great
It's
player,
not
but why
the
she had to do all
she
that?
got
Why
a
she,
history. We
yeah,
know she done did something to Asia before to her knee. She done threw Angel down. We done seen Alyssa Thomas go
she
too
body
far.
slam.
And I'm a fan of listen, I
Right,
didn't like Alyssa Thomas for a long time after what she did to Angel. I let it go.
right,
So I'm a
right,
fan of
right.
Alyssa Thomas again, but I gotta call a spade a spade. What happened to Caitlyn wasn't cool.
Exactly.
With that said though, I this is why I'm holding CC fans accountable. What happened with what Isabel Harrison did to Angel the other day wasn't cool either. But it
No,
seemed like when things happen to Angel, this is the problem I have. I'm all about keeping the same energy. It seemed
right,
like when things happen to Angel, people be okay with it. People say things
exactly,
like, "Oh, I don't think she got hit that hard. Or, I don't think it was a flagrant two." But as soon as something happened to Cece, all I hear is people calling for suspensions and this, that, and the
right,
third. And these are
right.
and we know all the Caitlin Clark fans ain't white, but I'm speaking specifically to the white
Uh oh, you frozen.
when we say Black Lives Matter, y'all want to scream all lives matter. Well, if all lives matter, then all lives got to get treated the same. So if all lives
Exactly.
are treated the same, that mean when Cece get hurt and Angel get hurt, y'all got to keep the same energy because all lives matter, right? But it seemed like the only time these people cry out is when something happened to Cece, and I think that's corny. You know what I mean? It
Exactly.
reminds me to you. It reminds me, Ms. Deal, not to be political, but what's going on in the world right now, right? We know what happened with Richard Cho,
Hmm.
the Asian guy in South Carolina. We know what
Right.
happened with Carmelo Anthony, right?
Right.
Defending himself, unaliving the white kid who approached him, right? In self defense, right? And Richard Cho case, he got off. He got off. It was they allowed him to beat a murder case. And Carmelo Anthony case, they didn't want to hear about self defense. They trying to lock him up for the rest of his life. And it just reminds me of that. Anytime you see a difference of energy for one person than it is for another, it's like why is the energy different? If it's we call them for suspensions and we don't want people to get hurt, then it should be like that for everybody. And I'm standing here to say I don't think what happened to Caitlyn was right. Now I might troll her fans. You know what I mean? I go troll her fans every once in a while because I don't like her fans. I don't got no issue with CC. CC cool with me. I don't like some of her fans, so I'll troll her fans online and I might say things. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. And laying and putting your body weight on that girl's neck was wrong. It is what it
Right.
is. And
Right.
I could say that for Caitlyn, I could say that for Angel, and I could say that for any other player in the league because right is right and wrong is wrong. And I don't hear CC fans standing up for Angel like that. I'm gonna
No,
be the one to say it. You get what I'm saying?
they made her sing. Okay, they made excuses. Oh well, she's always taunting herself, or she's always she play dirty, so it's okay. No, it's not. It's not okay. Period. And
Right.
so I hope. Well, unfortunately, I don't think she's going to get any. Even though she has a history too, she's not going to get any. She's not going to get any suspension. She might get like a fine. Maybe Isabel. I think she had a fine too, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But she has a history of that when she get frustrated because I think they was losing at the time,
Yeah.
and so she every now and then she get out her mind. She look too old for that though. But
Yeah, yeah, she too old for that. And now, like I said, it's uncalled for. Um, but hey, we got to
yeah.
keep it real. We got to keep it real, right? What's going on, Jonathan?
Hey, Jonathan.
What's going on? Hey, Miss D. Hey, what's up, Brooklyn?
What's
Yeah, I
going
got
on?
something to say about this. So, from what I'm understanding, well, first off, let me go to the Dream and Valkyries game. Then I'll go move on to the other topics. First, good win by the Valkyrie. Their defense is amazing. They're definitely top five of, if not top three. Natalie Nakase, you know what I'm saying? One thing I like about her, she gets her team prepared for great teams, even teams better than her. She don't let the records, mess with her. She get her team prepared. She let them know what they just gotta do. Look for the weaknesses in those good teams, and bam, they take control of it. They did a good job on Angel. You know what I'm saying? They had Angel down, held Angel to 0-10 for field goals in the first half. That's crazy.
Not just
But we all
Angel though.
know.
Let's keep it a buck. You look down the line. Ryan Howard shot bad. Angel shot bad.
Yeah.
So they held the whole team down.
Yeah, they was holding everyone down. But it's like, Angel is not known for offense like that, but her impact and her power in the paint, still puts them in fear. So they we still gonna target her even though she's not the best offensive scorer on the team. That's what weakened their whole offense. Once they took down Angel, they started taking down her other teammates who are better scorers. So that game plan was definitely well made by Nakase. But I always, I was always told, and I always go by that quote: "It ain't how you start, it's how you finish." Angel had a better second half.
Specifically
She
fourth
got
quarter.
her own
Angel
free throw
turned up in
goal.
the fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter she was starting to turn up. But Smesco had her on a bench a little bit too long. But I'm glad he played his backups to get them going. And he needs to start giving his backups amount of time like that, because if he plays his backups, he'll know what he has, and then he's gonna feel comfortable playing them. You know what I'm saying? We seen, you see how good Navarro was playing. She was really on that defense. You know what I'm saying? She was playing good defense. Now she kind of struggled on her scoring as well, but she was doing what she's supposed to do. Burleigh, she started to look a little promising, but she kind of struggled a bit tonight. I didn't like the way how she played, but I'm pretty sure she'll be ready for the next game on Friday.
So really quick, I'm sorry. Hold on, Jonathan. Yo, Ghost, you a Valkyries fan? If not, no, I'm talking to Ghost in the chat. I'm talking to Ghost. If you are, come up to the panel. I want to hear your thoughts on the game. Go ahead, Jonathan.
So yeah, they did Valkyries did a good job. Now, second half we did a good job playing. We played a little better and we came back. But I saw the schedule. I was like, you know what?
Really quick, I think it might be Real Money, but I'm not sure who it is. So while Jonathan talking, everybody mute their mic because I could hear a little feedback. Go ahead, Jonathan.
All right, so I'm not gonna really get upset about this game because it's a they got a back-to-back little series against the Valkyries like they had against the Fever. So I expect for Angel Nell to probably not play their best game. I'm probably saving them for the for game 2 once they meet the Valkyries again. I also don't like the back-to-back scheduling. I kind of think it's stupid. Like, why are we playing?
No, I like that. Let me tell you why. It gives a so let's just say let's say you play on a team, whatever team it is, Jonathan, and let's just say you need practice for the playoffs. That's what this is. This is allowing the players to see what it's like to have to play a team back to back, because that's what you're going to have to do in the playoffs. So that's why I don't mind it. I actually like this because it gives. That's why I said even this loss. I don't know if you was in here when I first started, but even this loss was a good loss. Sometimes you need to get kicked in the. We've been feeling good. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to get kicked in the butt a little bit to say, okay, now we got to focus up. So I'm not even mad at this loss. I don't like it. It don't feel good, but it's gonna help. But go ahead.
Yeah. I had a feeling that they might lose because they want to save their energy for game 2. They probably know that Valkeries had a game plan and they know they're a good defensive team. So this loss for me, and it's going to prepare them and watch them film to figure out what they like to do. So when they come meet again on Friday, they'll know what they like to do now. But my main concern is Alicia Gray. I don't know, like the way how she fell on that concrete and didn't get up and had to get helped up. That did not look good. I'm concerned that she'll probably be out. That make me think that she won't be able to play the next game. So hopefully the doctors, look at their hand and
we deep enough though that if she needs to be out, we don't need to rush because we want everybody to be healthy during playoff time. So if she got to be out, like the same thing I'm saying about Bree Jones, let her sit, let them sit and get healthy, and we have enough to win without them. So if she is hurt, let her sit. But I think it's just a bone bruise. It looked like from looking at it, now it could be more because, like I said, I didn't see it because I was like in my phone and looking at the game in my phone, so I missed some things. But they said that the commentator said she'd been hit a couple times or she was on the ground a couple times. So it might be like something over time that's bothering her. But the play that actually took her out was just like a hip to hip hit. So it might be she might be sore. It might be a bone bruise or something like that.
Okay, so so it's probably not. So it probably wasn't that serious. So all right. Well, let's just hope that we hear good news. Okay, so now I got that out the way. Let's move on to the Fever and Mercury game. I only saw a little snippet, a little bit of the game. I really didn't care about that second matchup. But this is the reason why, because now I saw a little picture, and I don't know if it proves it out, but from what I understand, and you just said in Brooklyn that Alyssa Thomas punched Caitlin Clark in her throat.
No. What happened was Caitlin Clark fell and Alyssa Thomas fell on top of her. So she fell with her fist in her neck. So, I don't condone that.
Oh, I don't think that was intentional. I think that was an accident.
Man, come the fuck on, man.
Man, knowing the Clarkies, they're gonna crash out and be like, "Oh, AT gonna get suspended." I already know. AT is gonna
come the fuck on, man.
Hey, I think hold on,
real. Let him have his moment, real, and then you're gonna be able to respond. I want everybody to get their point out. So,
I can't get you, Jonathan.
Get ahead, Jonathan. Get your point out. And then we're gonna let Real go, and then Ms. D gonna go.
Yeah, Brooke, I don't think that was intentional, but we do know that Alyssa Thomas has a dirty history, and we all know that we know her history of what she did to Andrew, and now purposely slamming her on her neck. I hated Alyssa Thomas since then, but I grew on her when she realized she was wrong for what she did. She even said she was sorry, and all the other stuff pushing players on other type of players to cause like injuries and all that. But I think Alyssa Thomas was innocent on this, because Caitlin fell. Alyssa just happened to fall on top of her, and Nick, talk hoops. You know what I'm talking about? He got his fans. He got his viewers over exaggerating. They're gonna want Alyssa Thomas suspended. They're probably sending Alyssa Thomas death threats right now as we speak. My thing is,
she out the league after this year. She's out of the league after this year. I promise you.
Yeah. So, Brooklyn, I'm gonna tell you this. when you show heartless, when you should become insensitive about other people that you don't like, karma can catch up with you on what happens to the player that you like. I think and I don't know. I heard that Caitlin's supposed to be injured and probably supposed to be missing the next game. That's what I heard.
I heard she got injured in this game at some point. But
on that play, what did we mean at some point?
So I didn't. No, real. I didn't watch the game. So
that play,
when I heard somebody else talk about it, it sounded like they said she got injured like later on. So that's why I said at some point.
You got landed on.
I know. I saw that, but I didn't think that was I didn't know that was the play that hurt her. I thought she got hurt at a later point. But okay, thank you for educating me.
I want to tell you this: if Caitlin did get injured from Alyssa fist falling on her, and this ain't me, I'm not trying to,
she dropped. She landed on her like her whole body.
Yeah, she kneed her in the vagina, punched her in the neck. The goddamn knee to the groin.
Let me get finish my point, and you can talk real.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah.
So Brooklyn, I'm not sure if that was intentional, but if Caitlin,
you want to know what's funny? Jonathan, you want to know what I did see before you finish it because it just came to me. It was intentional and it might have been planned because the way Alyssa fell, right? If you pay attention, I believe that was because I don't want to put somebody and it wasn't. So y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Go back and look at it. It looked like Wnba fell like at her head at the same time, like they both fell together. So Alyssa Thomas fell on top of her, and Wnba was like above her, and they both kind of like fell and then got up and and then ran down court. So it looked like they fell together to me. But y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
We know what this, bro. I'm telling you, I was looking at it. We know what this is. This was retaliation from the last game. We know what this was. Like, come on, bro. They couldn't get her last game. They couldn't get her last game. They had to get her this game.
Got her. We know, like you said, we know. We from the hood. We know what this was.
That's why Stephanie White took her out last game because she know they were gonna try to get her last game. They were gonna get her last game. I'm telling you. That's why Stephanie White took her out.
Let Jonathan wrap up. Jonathan, land your plane so we can let the whole panel talk. We'll come back to you. This ain't got to be the last time you talk. But I want everybody to.
This damn sensitive ass phone. I'm holding it sideways.
You got the floor. You got the floor. The people listening. Go ahead, Brody.
All right. So, yeah, I think this Alyssa falling down on Caitlin like that and Caitlin possibly getting hurt may be karma from her fan base being so insensitive towards what happened to Reese or the way Izzy pulled her down, nearly causing to seriously injure Reese. And the way how the Clarkies reacted to it, they wanted to make excuses. They would say they was fans of Izzy and saying, that's good. I'm glad that happens to Reese. Anytime Reese cries, it makes my day and all that. People got to understand being the way what they say and how they react to stuff and being insensitive like that. That God don't like ugly. Like that can karma can get you on that. That will bite you in the ass anytime. It not only just what from like what happened to TC, but karma can hit you of what can happen to your family. So for something to happen to your family and you don't know why, that's just probably karma hitting you in the ass for being insensitive for something that was very dangerous. And what could have happened to Reese was very dangerous. And people need to realize that having that much hate for one person can get them hurt in the long run. So now what happens to Caitlin is from what I'm saying, I'm not trying to be conspiracy, but that's saying like a sign of karma, from the CC fans being so insensitive and cold-hearted from what happened to Reese.
I got you. We got your point.
But that's why I said, let's just watch the game. Let's just enjoy our players, bro. We ain't got to have a World War I. We gotta have a war between two players.
Got you. Let's hear from Real. What you got, Real?
I'm on this 1942, so don't take it personal. So don't take this personal, Jonathan. I'm telling you. But what you saying, it got to be the craziest take I ever heard ever on a panel ever.
Like, well, man, y'all make crazy takes, bro.
Karma. Somebody that literally just got beat last game. You mad because you just got beat last game, so you come back and say by any means necessary, we gonna do something to punch them in the mouth this game. You can't get Sophie because they keep her out. They keep her really out of the mix. Everybody was out of the mix except for Cece. She was baking y'all again. She was baking the cake again early, first quarter, second quarter, like just doing anything to them all over again. They like, oh hell no, we gotta do something right now to slow her down. It's 3 players standing around her, bro. Alyssa Thomas already know everybody know you're a dirty player. You literally fall on this girl's neck with your fists and really you kneeing her all in the crotch. Like, bro, everybody just sit here and literally looked at this whole thing like we already know what you was gonna do. It wasn't no secret. You was out there trying to hurt the girl. Like we're looking right at you. After the game, you seen the whole team run to each other and start smiling, and Wnba happy. Y'all just really skated by 2 points. Y'all really pulled the loss. Y'all, if she was on the court, y'all would have lost point blank. She already know that. Everybody know that. If she was still in the game, y'all lose. Hands down. Everything got to come back. These Angel fans, I mean, I'm an Angel fan, but everything got to come back to all the way around to it's karma because of what happened with Angel and other. Man, bro, separate them by God. Come on, man. By God, please separate them. They're not connected no more, bro. They did what they did. They uplifted the league. They done brought the eyes. Now, please separate them. There's no use to keep them connected no more for no reason, bro. Like, I know this little rivalry, folks like to think it's still that, and that's over with. Both of them trying to win a championship now. That's over with. Both of them trying to win a championship with their respected teams. That part is over with. The rivalry, the fake rivalry, all the hoop blah. I know everybody got to boost their channel up and do what they got to do to get the viewers and the, you know what I mean, the chat popping, but let's just keep it real, bro. Like, that's over with. Ain't no rivalry. Everybody trying to do what they do themselves. But far as the weird game, everybody saying what's going on, man. Thomas really, she already knows she on the way out of the league, man. She it's nothing you in the league for doing no more. You're literally in the league just running around playing football, throwing passes. Like, you literally can't score for real. You get all your points at the free throw line. Like, we're literally looking at her, bro. Like, we looking at the old WNBA. When we see her, we're looking at the old WNBA. And them folks don't want to see that no more. I'm telling you, you just fucked yourself when you just did that and won a regular season game by 2 points that nobody ain't gonna care about next week when you lose again. Like, I ain't really got too tough.
I agree with everything you said about, except for one thing, and the reason why is the rivalry that they have is bigger than them. You get what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people look at the basketball side of things or look at the position side of things and they say, oh, how could it be a rivalry? But you got to realize some rivalries are created and some rivalries are organic. And this rivalry it ain't come from them two. It literally came from the fan bases, right? So everybody on CC's side probably didn't agree, right? Like, for instance, like, you a black man, real. You understand what I'm saying? You like CC, the basketball. You didn't start liking CC because you hated Angel as a black woman.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No.
But it's a lot of people that's invested in CC because they don't like Angel as a black woman, and that's where the rivalry comes from. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's bigger than us. At the end of the day, regardless of whether we want to admit it or not, people was invested in them two playing because they want to see one beat the other for whatever reason. It was the same thing when Magic and Bird played. It was some people who was fans of Magic and Bird for the basketball, and it was some people who was fans of Magic and Bird because they skin color. It is what it is, and that helped the NBA grow. So a rivalry. See, I don't have a problem with people liking a player because of their race, as long as you keep your thoughts in your head. You get what I'm saying? When Magic and Bird was playing with each other, we didn't hear whatever people said in their homes or to each other. We wasn't hearing all that online. But because of the social media era, we got to hear all the nastiness. Like I said, people come in my comment. You know what's funny? Like you said, whenever CC do something great, I will post it on my channel, right? None of CC fans support it. I got a CC video on my channel right now that don't got a lot of views. When I post shorts of CC, they don't support it. If I post some Angel Reese stuff, I get all the CC haters though. They jump all in Angel. So that's what I'm saying. It's people that's just there to, because you know what I mean. They claim they CC fans, but when I post CC stuff, where they at? But then when I post Angel stuff, oh, she sucks. Why she would never be great. You get what it? So it's just people.
They're not real supporters. Bro.
That's my point. But those are the people that's also driving the rivalry. You get what I'm saying? The people that's just there for the basketball, like even myself, right? You know, it's not a lot of people like me. You know, I could have came on here and I could have been like, so what? That you know what I mean? I came on here and I said, listen, it was wrong. Right, it was wrong, and I'm saying this after ESPN. Y'all know ESPN Ben. I was in his Facebook earlier. He disrespected me, because I'm an Angel fan. So I could have came in here and said, you know what? I'm not gonna keep that. We already know what he doing his channel. It's all low light. He don't say nothing positive about Angel. All these people that love CC don't say nothing positive. So I could come in here and be like, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna say, but I don't want to carry that energy. Let them do that. I could hold myself at a higher standard. So that's the only thing I just disagree with. I get why you're saying that.
Already doing that on both sides.
I do get why you're saying the rivalry is over with, because from a basketball standpoint, they don't play the same position. They don't guard each other. I get that.
Not even from the basketball, not even from the position standpoint. Just like period, like even just period. It's 3 years later. The college was 4 years ago. It's over with, bro. Like.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why that don't matter either. Angel, you gotta, and it's not just Angel and Caitlyn. It's actually Angel, it's Caitlyn, it's Paige. No, it might be it's AZ Fudd.
Push nothing.
But listen to what I'm saying. Hold on, listen to my point first. Listen to what I'm saying. Those 4 people, at least, it might be more, but I know for a fact, Angel, Caitlyn, Paige, and AZ Fudd all been playing against each other since AAU. They've been playing against each other their whole lives, and then both.
Everybody
Paige,
was in the
hold on. I'm not done.
Hold
on. I'm not done. Paige specifically and Caitlyn are both from Minnesota, so they actually grew up in the same state together, of being 2 of the best female basketball players. You get what I'm saying? So these are people that's been connected since children. So that's where the rivalry comes in at. So it's gonna transcend levels at that point, right? They've been playing against each other in AAU, they played against each other in college, and now the pros. So it's a lifelong rivalry. I know people who only probably started watching them in the pros probably think like, oh, because I heard that argument. People say, why should college matter? Well, it matters because anybody who really are fans of female basketball usually don't just watch the pros. Like for me, I like the NBA, but I don't give a fuck about college. And it's only because they one and done. There's no storyline there. But in the girls' game, they got to play 4 years. So imagine not finding out about Juju Watkins until she get to the league. Then now you really a fan? You get what I'm saying? She got a whole storyline before the league. You get what I'm saying? Hannah Hidalgo. Imagine not finding out who she is until the league. You get what I'm saying? There's a whole storyline of these people before the league. So I actually do transcend. But everything else you said, I agree with most of it, except for Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas ain't going nowhere, until she ready to retire.
Juju been doing what she been doing ever since middle school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You think anybody was Brock And it was cameras at her game then. Nobody cared. Nobody made channels. Nobody had Juju base channels on their YouTube, just strictly Juju
What you
channels.
saying?
Nobody had
What
that.
you saying is the same thing for both Angel and Caitlyn. When Caitlyn was at Maryland, nobody cared about the rivalry. The rivalry came. We know when the rivalry started. LSU, champion. That's when it started. We know that.
This is the difference. CeCe made ESPN as a freshman. She made ESPN as a freshman, but it was just only a short, small segment. So, hey, nobody really give a damn. They like, oh yeah, they just talking about another white girl who doing some shit over there in Iowa. Okay, all right, whatever. But that was nobody even know. That was like the glimpse. That was a glimpse into the future of what. Oh damn, we just seen her, and we don't even know that she finna be the biggest shit that we ever seen. That's gonna just make this shit pop. And we didn't know that it was gonna take for that what happened to make it all blow up. You know what I'm saying? That what happened made it blow up. I ain't gonna lie, that's what made it blow up. She lost. She was supposed they projected to win that game because they was the number 1 seed and they lost. That's what happened. We don't know why it happened, what reason, how. It was just that moment in time that blowed the game up.
Who are you asking, Reddit? You asking me or you asking Real Money?
She know my take. I just read what she said. We know it was a real foul. We know it was an intentional real foul that didn't get called. The girl got 2 landing space calls. Goddamn, they said fuck you on 2 landing space calls. My fault, cousin. They said forget you on 2 landing space calls from 3 when clearly
she asking Miss D. After you finish, Real Miss D, she's asking you that question.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Miss D.
No. I looked at it, and at first it looked innocent, but then she kind of put her hand or her fist or whatever into her neck, and that's when it got dirty. And then she didn't say, "Oh, I'm sorry." That's when it got kind of after she fell on her by mistake. I forgot I guess she was going for the ball. Something happened. It looked innocent,
yeah.
And then you put your hand in her throat, and then I guess you made contact with her pelvic area with your knee, and then that's when it looked bad. At first, it didn't. It wasn't like you fell on her on purpose, but afterwards is what it made it bad. Right. Now, compared to, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how Kathy played this, because now I think about it, I said she ain't gonna get suspended, but since it's their cash cow, she might get something. Something might happen. Unlike what.
See, but that's my issue. I don't mind them doing something.
Right.
I just want them to keep the same energy when everybody get hit. When everybody get hit unnecessary like that, have the same energy. Don't have special energy for CeCe, and then everybody else, if you get hit crazy, a week go past and we not talking about it no more. Like you get what I'm saying?
Cat ain't finna do shit. Cat ain't finna do a motherfucking thing.
We'll see. According to Caitlin Clark fans, and I disagree with this, right? But according to Caitlin Clark fans, that's why Kennedy Carter wasn't in the league, because
we just looked at. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there, bro. Yeah. We just looked at. Bro, we just literally seen this girl get punched in the neck on national TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you literally leaned up off her neck with you literally put your weight on her neck.
Right, that was wrong.
Then stepped over her.
Yeah, that was wrong. But the initial fall was not. I don't think that was on purpose. But
yeah, she was falling. Listen, it's a basketball play. We already know. You've been watching basketball for years. Players do that. Yeah, this is a basketball play, but I'm gonna use this opportunity to give you a little elbow, to give you a little fist, to give you. So that's all it was. She was falling. She was trying to get the ball, but she saw CC under her, and she let her weight fall on her. She, she said, "I'm gonna get you back." It's a little get back. It's a part of that. We've been seeing it for years. Why? Listen, the most famous player, I can't say he's the most famous. Well, it might be LeBron now, but one of the greatest player ever. They had Jordan rules for, right? And it was to beat him up. So we know, like in basketball, you use basketball plays to get a little, head off an elbow. So we've seen it before.
You gonna see this play. You gonna see this other play too everywhere. The girl who came out, I forget her name. She got the short hair. The real short hair on the Mercury, not the center. The other girl, the tall one.
Yeah.
She came out, and that's the one who got the landing call, the landing zone. The landing zone call. She came out and act like CC hand was coming down for shooting 3. We see her flop and act like she got slapped in the face. No, I'm talking about ain't nothing her, no hand touched her, no nothing touched her. You literally know you just got a landing zone infraction. So you act like you get slapped in the face and flop and falling all backwards. Bro, they literally look at blatant calls. They see blatant stuff and literally don't call nothing, bro.
Well, let me say this. Like I said, I hope. Well, since you didn't suspend Isabel Harrison for how she behaved, as much as bad as it was what happened to CC, don't suspend AT either. So that's what I'm saying.
I will say this though, in CC's defense or in Afiba's defense, Izzy did get kicked out of that game. So at least they could have because from what I heard, it was no foul at all. Like, so that's kind of crazy.
Booted. Izzy got booted directly out of the game.
And she got kicked out. So even though that wasn't enough, right?
Didn't even get a foul call on her. She didn't even get a foul.
Yeah, so that's I got to be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. Call spade a spade. AT should have got something for that. But you also, to the refs' credit though, in the heat of the moment, everything running so fast because she wasn't on CC neck for long. So maybe the refs missed that one. You know what I mean? It's a fast paced game. They could have missed it. Bro, we have the luxury of a slow down camera.
We have a jumbo screen. It's a jumbo.
No, I know. I'm not saying real money. Listen to where I'm coming from. I'm not saying they did miss it. Maybe they saw it. But what I'm saying is we have the luxury of seeing it in slow motion. Whereas that was a play that happened. It was a bang bang play. So maybe they thought it was a no call in the moment. But you're seeing it now. You can clearly see something should have been called.
That was before half. That was before halftime, right? That play was before halftime.
I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, so that play was before halftime. Like, bro. She came back in.
That means CC was out of the game early then.
Through the whole game.
CC was out of the game early.
Yeah, she came back in. Couldn't make it through the whole game. Like, because all of that happened to her, bro. I'm telling you, she was grabbing back at her. She was grabbing back at her crotch. She was grabbing at that again. She was limping. All type of stuff, bro. I'm telling you, AT is a train. They call it a train. She literally ran the girl over. I'm telling you, and fell straight over.
She known to do some dirty stuff.
That's about to say. That's what I was about to say, Ms. D. We know AT got a history of this. She done went after Asia legs before, right? She done went. We already seen what she did to Angel. Like, she got a history of going too far.
She know how to do it within the flow of the game, though. You know what I mean? She one of them players that know how to do it within the flow of the game. That's the crazy.
Reddit Milky Way says, no, I initially thought they were being dramatic, but I saw the clips multiple times, and yeah, it was intentional. Stuff like that isn't easy to see in real time. Yeah, because it was quick. Like I said, if you watch the play, just as quick as AT fell on her, it's just as quick as AT was getting up and they was running back down court. Because I guess it was like, the play was still going on. So
at the end of the game, you got Wnba sitting there who got 4.5 points. You acting like why are you screaming and acting like you just done scored 100 points out here or something? Like,
I mean, we know why. We know why, real. It's something. It's not just CC.
we literally act like this is not
the fans.
Like,
it's the fans.
Remember, Stephanie is DeWanna's old coach too, and we know that DeWanna. We know DeWanna went to Indiana last year and ended up leaving in it. So it's some bad blood there.
But it's no
with
bad
a lot
blood
of people.
Hold on. It's no bad blood. I don't think it's no bad blood with Stephanie. I think it's the fans. She's still cool with Stephanie. The fans. Remember she took some time off because I think after a while she wanted to leave.
Yeah.
So she kind of took that time off. And of course Stephanie let her. The fans jumped on her.
I didn't know that. Okay, thank you for educating me.
Remember her and before they had the big contract, the CBA, her and Natasha Howard went there because they had the most money. But nobody really want to go to Indiana, but they was offering like the $100,000, $200,000 at the time, and it's like let's go over here. Now AT probably told her don't take the money, but she took the money. It didn't work out. She liked how the officers ran, because CC ball hog, and the fans is a trip. So she's like,
I want to ball hog.
No, she not. No, she not.
She get 100 assists a game. You can't be a ball hog when you get 1,000
No, real. She's not a ball hog. No.
Yo, everybody hit the like button for me. Everybody make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Please, it helps the channel. Helps me in the algorithm. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
You're a ball hog. When you get the ball and you dribble and never pass, what is that considered?
That's not true. No, she's not a ball hog.
When you get
she's not. You a CC fan. I'm not. Look, I don't.
I'm a FIFA fan. I'm a fan of the team.
But hold on. I have no
about beef. To cook you. She said you
yeah. Look, I have no beef with CC. She's a great player, but she has some things to work on. She's their point
also,
guard.
Let me say this real quick too, because I think it's important that us as men say this. I said this for my girl. Shout out to my girl Paige that was on the panel with me the other day. I want to say this to you, Ms. D. I appreciate you, and also to you, Reddit, because even though you in the chat, you vocal in the chat. I want to say I appreciate both of you guys because this is a women's basketball space, and we are men. We are men in this space. So I want to say, anytime I get a chance to get a female's point of view in this space, I appreciate it. So I want to say I appreciate you for joining the panel. Ms. D. Absolutely. Because we need to understand that. We need to understand that this is a woman's space, and we're really guests here, right? And I want to bring more awareness to the space, right? To more men and even more women, showing people like this is it's a fun sport, right? We enjoy it.
You know what's so crazy, Brooklyn? That's the crazy thing that that's true, but we literally got to stop doing this, bro. We literally, if it's gonna be a sport, it's gonna be a sport. It's a women's sport, true enough.
That's not what I'm saying. I get what you're saying.
Coming on men's sports all day.
No.
Do they have to apologize and say, I know this is a man?
But no, real.
I'm not apologizing. I'm appreciating.
Real. He's not apologizing. What he's saying is, you and Brooklyn, y'all seem to know about women's sports. A lot of people are Johnny come latelys. A lot of people,
I know what he's saying. I'm just
why? What I'm also saying is this. Look, I'm gonna flip it to something else that we all can agree on. And Cheryl Reeve actually said it, right? A white woman. Shout out to Cheryl Reeves. She said, "So this is a sport. Men can come in this sport and coach and commentate and create content the same way women can, right? But at the same time, you want to have a representation. You want to have a representation of women here because it just feels better, opposed to, like, let's just say it was all men coaches and it was all men commentators. You know what I mean? We could do it as a sport, but you still it feels better when you get to see women being able to represent in a woman's space. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying that men gotta apologize for being here, none of that, but you still want to, show appreciation. Right now, there's no black women coaches, and that's crazy. So it's like, hopefully we could get to a point where some more black women coaching in the WNBA, right? We got some white women coaching, so shout out to them. But we need some more black women coaching in the WNBA. So what I'm saying is, on my panel, it could be, you know, there's a lot of men that likes the WNBA, so we could easily have all men up here and giving our opinion. So anytime I get a woman's voice, I appreciate it to say, hey, I want to hear your opinion too. I want to hear more women's opinion. So that's really what I'm saying. So I appreciate Ms. D and Reddit. Don't mean I don't appreciate the men. I appreciate the men as well. And after every show I do, when I close it out, I thank everybody who came to my panel, right? Man or woman. But I always try to show the women appreciation.
If you were blind and somebody cooked you a pizza and you didn't know who cooked you a pizza, but they cooked you the best pizza you ever ate, and somebody else cooked you a pizza and it wasn't good, would you care if they were black, white, male, or female?
I'm from New York, so yeah, I'm gonna care because
I'm asking you if
I'm about to tell you, I'm about to answer your question.
It was the best pizza you ever had, but you were blindfolded.
I never had no black person make me a pizza, so I don't want no pizza from no black people. It gotta be Italian, and I never had a woman make me a pizza. So I'm used to Italian men making pizza.
You're missing the fact that I'm trying to make. I'm trying to see, you don't want me to get the fact off that I'm trying to make.
I get what you're saying. It doesn't matter. It's sports. I get it.
It don't matter if it's man, woman, black or white. If you can coach, you can coach. I'm
that's
tired of hearing that too.
But that's not what he was saying.
Oh, we want a black woman in there because we need more African American representation.
Yeah, but you do.
She can't coach. She can't coach.
No. We're not saying that. No, we're not saying that. We're saying it's some qualified people. That's what we said.
We did that for 30 years already. We did that 30
years.
No.
You don't stop doing that because guess what? They're not hiring women in the men's.
We did it 30 years straight. It's a lot of assistants. They not head coaches.
I don't care. Real. We're not gonna argue. The women only have opportunities in the WNBA. They have no opportunities in the men. Now we claim close. I wish Don would have took the job. I love her at South Carolina. Don could have been a real life Eddie. The Knicks wanted her. Yeah. She could have won that championship.
Ms. V not telling no lies right now. Because they really wanted in the NBA, how many women had coaches you see?
Exactly. So what I'm saying, they only have the women.
And that's not to say we don't want men. That's not to say. Hold on.
Do you see?
Say that again.
Women. How many women assistant coaches do you see though?
That's not a head coach. That's not head coaching. Assistants ain't head coaches. It don't matter. That's not the same. But that's not to say that we don't want men in the WNBA coaching. We just saying that we want it more diverse. That's it. We just want
what they're saying. If they can have it their way, if the WNBA can have it their way, they wouldn't have not one man inside of the WNBA coaching.
Who cares?
I don't agree with that because there's a lot of qualified women. It's a lot of them.
But
so that's not true.
What I'm trying to say, real, you not get what I'm saying.
Especially when you go to college, because look, hold on, I'm sorry, Ms. D. If you go to college and look, it's a lot of men that's being brought up from college to the WNBA. Exactly. It's a lot of women coaches that's great coaches. Neil Ivy is one of the best coaches in college.
They're coming from college
Coach Yo, hold on, listen to what I'm saying. Coach Yo, Neil Ivy, obviously Dawn, but she not leaving because she got
Semesco. Yes, Semesco just came from college.
Okay, no,
but he's not the only one. A lot of these players.
He can, and you see what he did in 2 years.
Okay, no, that's not the point.
So why can't a woman do that?
Okay, hold on, Brooklyn. Let me say this.
Because they can't do. We looking at it. They ain't did
it. They not getting opportunity. What I'm saying, real. Now you know.
We've been watching Neil. What her name is from over
there. Hold on.
Seattle.
Real. Hold on.
Noel Quinn.
real. If they don't have an opportunity to coach in the men's, they have to coach in the WNBA. You cannot hire a whole bunch of men and as qualified women to coach other women in the WNBA. You cannot do that because they don't have an opportunity to coach the NBA. Semesco could probably get a job in the NBA faster than a woman could get a job in the WNBA. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say? It's never equal.
You, if he could have got a job in the NBA,
he
would have went.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I guarantee you, it's 1,000% true.
It's not true.
You think a man would have took a job in the WNBA before he took a job in the NBA?
You're not getting
as a head coach.
You know better.
When you're getting more money and more exposure.
Real. You're not getting what I'm saying. I said it should be more women coaches than men. There's more qualified women coaches in the WNBA because the women don't get an opportunity they're not gonna get the call for the NBA like the men will get the call from WNBA. You get what I'm saying?
I think it should be all women coaches. Just keeping it real. I think it should be nothing but women. I don't understand how a man coach could be in the locker room with these women when they doing what they doing. Like
they're not in the locker room. They got two separate locker rooms. They got one where they come talk and one where they dress. The coach don't be in that locker room like that.
Hey, I'm just saying. I wouldn't. If it was up to me, it'd be all women coaches who qualified.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I said they should get the first thought of, because women don't get an opportunity to coach them. I mean, go to the NBA like the men. They don't get the same opportunities. Men can coach over here, over there, everywhere. Women can't do that.
The best coaches right now in the WNBA came from being assistant coach under a great coach in the NBA.
Yes, Becky Hammond did not get a chance to coach the professional. She should have.
Natalie, Becky.
No, I'm talking about the men. No. I'm talking about the men. I'm talking about Becky.
Yes, saying Natalie came from the Clippers.
Okay, fine, but they did not
Becky came from a park. Like I'm telling you, these are the best players. Like these the best coaches right now.
Did you just hear what I said?
They wouldn't. No, I know they weren't head coaches. Yeah, but I'm just saying
it's a difference.
They came from,
but they didn't get an opportunity.
Assistant coaches.
They didn't get an opportunity. Hold on. Mitch should not be if that was the case, then Becky would have got an opportunity to coach Wnba, right?
Yeah, but right. I'm saying she had been left way before then.
Oh yeah, but because they didn't offer her that.
Yeah, she had an opportunity to go do
she
her
still
own
got
thing.
a relationship. That don't matter. They could have called her the same way they called Dawn. They could have called her.
She had an opportunity to go do her own thing and build an organization.
No, she didn't. No, she only get paid maybe $3 million in the NBA. She probably, if they was really fair, she would probably at least got a $10 million contract to coach the Spurs. They did not.
Everybody hit the like button for me, please. Hit the like button. Hit the hype button. Subscribe to the channel.
More than $3 million. That's probably just what they telling. Where her deal is on paper is probably $3 million. But I'm guaranteeing you, she's getting way more than $3 million.
Yeah, but she's not getting the NBA men money. Stop that. Stop it.
No woman is getting the NBA men money right now.
That's not the point. You're not getting. You ain't hear nothing I said. I said Becky should not, as much as a decent coach she is with the Aces, Becky should be at least had the opportunity to coach the Spurs before she left for the Aces. That's all I'm saying.
She way more decorated than what's his name, Mitch.
Exactly.
She got a way better resume than he do.
Yeah, exactly.
What better resume than she do? She
got championships.
What are you talking about? Did you just hear what we said? She coached on the Pop. She was assistant coach on the Pop.
Yeah.
Okay then, duh. What are you talking about?
That's just like saying the assistant coach won the games.
That's not what I said. You not get. Hold on.
The actual coach.
Hold on.
But look, no, Ms. D, watch this. Isn't that the reason why the Liberty coach got hired? Because he was an assistant coach under wasn't he working for Golden State?
He got hired because he was an assistant coach is more qualified than damn near every head coach inside of the WNBA right now.
You're not making sense.
Every assistant coach.
He contradicting himself, so he just moved the goalpost. But I'm
exactly.
No, I'm telling you.
You just said you just diminished Becky Ham. Assistant coach. Oh no, listen to what I'm saying. Yes, you did. You was diminishing Becky Ham's assistant coaching career under Pop. So then when I started talking about the assistant coaching from I don't know his name, the head coach for the Liberty, then you acted like it was so prestigious. So it was like, which one is it?
I didn't diminish her. No, I didn't diminish her. I said
you was like, oh, that's acting like they got the wins. That's you was diminishing. That's acting like
they don't get the accolades for the win. That's all.
But that's my point. But his assistant coaching career got him the job on the Liberty though, without none of them accolades.
They will go get any a person that everybody was like, who the hell is Carson Mesco last year? Who the hell is this dude? Who did he coach? Who?
That's because we don't know all of the college coaches. Apparently, he was coaching in college.
That's what I'm saying. That's what everybody was saying.
But you
everybody didn't know Becky. Becky Hammond had been. She had a.
Oh my God!
Hold on. I got you, Ms. B. Real. Can I ask you one question? Yeah. Can you admit that men get more opportunities than women do, especially when it comes to coaching?
Men get more opportunities than women do when it comes to coaching.
Or do you feel like it's equal? You feel like it's even, or you feel like men got more opportunities?
I feel like they look at the resumes, bro. They look at the resumes.
Oh my God!
You know better than that, real. You know better than that.
No, they don't.
I'm saying they looking at resumes.
No, they don't.
They're watching. No. Nobody getting hired just because. Okay, if I can lift up 1,000 pounds and you can only lift 200, and we got a job that requires us to lift 1,000 pounds, who are they gonna hire? They don't care if I'm a man or a woman. They gonna hire the person that can lift 1,000 pounds.
No, this is not about 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, but the difference in what he's saying, the difference in what you're saying, real, is you talking about a job that has no leadership skills, so like a factory job, versus a job that have leadership skills, like a coaching job. So yeah, if it's a job that they don't care about leadership, then they might hire anybody. But if it's a job where they talking about leadership, they probably gonna go for the man.
In this perspective, I'm trying to put it in the perspective of what you're trying to get me to say, but
but I'm giving you a better perspective. I'm saying the example that you use, you can hire anybody because there is no leadership. But in the example that we're saying and talking about particularly coaching, you could take it off coaching. You could start to say the general manager of certain industries. Men get more opportunities than women when it comes to leadership roles. That's just a fact.
They just put a coach who ain't won not one championship as a head coach over a goddamn generational talent that's trying to goddamn turn her into a role player. They literally just did this in the WNBA. A coach who ain't won nothing. A coach who hasn't sniffed a championship. A coach who literally haven't sniffed one championship as a head coach.
Listen, I could be wrong, but I thought Stephanie White won a championship as an assistant coach with Indiana before.
She won a championship as an assistant coach. I said as a coach who's running the show, who's actually calling the plays, who's out there really hollering. But
she was a part of a championship team, though. You can't.
You literally
assistant coaches get rings too.
From Vanderbilt coming out saying the same thing that everybody who's been saying. We've been saying the same thing. Look at her. Look how she coached. She don't never do no adjustments. She literally don't look like she just know what's going on inside the game. Her players coming out saying the same thing. She literally run us 10 hours before the game, so our legs will be like noodles. She comes out with the wrong scouting reports, and she'll tell us the player can't shoot, and the player come out there and shoot 15 threes on us, and she literally does everything backwards. But we literally looking at a coach who do everything backwards. And she's still getting praise, and everybody saying, why should she not be fired? And yeah, she should be the coach. And CT got to play under her. What did Connecticut win playing under her style? What did Alyssa Thomas then win playing under her style? Just tell me that, bro. What did they win playing Stephanie White basketball?
You talking like, to me? They won a championship. No, but she's not a she's a coach that wins.
They win.
It's not about that. It's you play in the league with Asia Wilson. Like that's what I don't. They haven't beat Asia Wilson. You're right.
They just got that. And then that's another thing. This league so wishy-washy. Anybody can make it to the championship at any given moment. You're going to be playing New York or the Aces any given year. You'll be playing New York or the Aces. Cheryl Reeve can't even make it back to the championship.
That's a good point. Reddit. You could be a winning coach and not win because either, you don't have the right personnel or somebody better just beating you. Like
that's what I'm saying. Cheryl Reeve. That's what I was just saying. Cheryl Reeve can't even make it back to the championship, bro. And she's damn near, everybody say she's damn near best coach in the league. She can't.
That's what I'm saying. To me, Stephanie White not a bad coach just because she's not playing Cece the way y'all want her. So you trying to tell me what's the name of that coach at Iowa?
Lisa Bruder.
You trying to tell me you think Lisa Bruder is a better coach of Stephanie just because Lisa Bruder let Caitlin do whatever she wants?
Lisa Bruder is 10 times better than Stephanie. Her resume better than Stephanie.
So you saying that? So in your opinion, you saying that you think Lisa Bruder is better than Dawn Staley and what's the coach name at UConn again?
I ain't say she better than Dawn Staley.
What's the coach name at UConn? Gino. The reason why I'm saying that is because you think Dawn and Gino was gonna let Caitlin play like Lisa do.
What do Lisa Bluder and Stephanie White got to do with Dawn Staley and Gino?
Reason why Caitlin plays the way she plays is because she likes the ball in her hands, right? She wants to be the one making all the plays, opposed to coming off the ball and letting somebody else do something with the ball. If she played under Gino and Dawn, she wouldn't be able to have a usage rate as high as she has. We know that because look at the players that they have. You could use Tanaya Lawson as a perfect example. The year before tonight, hold on. The year before tonight, listen. The year before, hold on, bro. Hold on, real quick. Before Tanaya Lawson went to South Carolina, she was the leading scorer in the country, right?
Yeah.
She goes to South Carolina, she had to share the ball.
When Cece went on,
this don't have nothing to do with Cece. This has nothing to do with Cece. We talking about play style. When she went to South Carolina, she couldn't. She had to share the ball.
Scorer in the country, but every year she was in college except one.
You're not listening, bro.
Who was the lead scorer in college?
What does that have to do with what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
You talking about the lead scorer?
I'm talking about different coaches allowing you to play differently. So what I'm saying, all right, let's use Cece again. Like I said, if Cece played under Dawn Staley, listen, Brody. If Cece played under Dawn Staley, she wouldn't have been having the ball as much as she did.
The leading scorer in the country is sitting at the end of the LA Spark bench right now.
So what? That's not that. What that have to do with anything? What are you talking about?
She went from making news front page every day to
you want to hear the truth. You want to hear the truth.
And now
that's because she played the ACC.
No, watch this, Ms. B. Here's the truth. You want to know why she's sitting at the end of the bench?
Why?
Because she ain't have a machine by her lying to the people, telling the people she better than everybody. Exactly. That's what happened with Cece. That's what happened with Cece. Is Cece a great player? Yes. But if Cece is great as the media try to make her out to be, she's not that great, bro.
She's not generational.
So that's why she's able not to be on the end of the bench. Because if we look at Cece, the way she's playing right now, she needs to be at the end of the bench.
Exactly.
What we talking about?
She's the third leading scorer in the WNBA.
Because she got the ball in her hand all the time.
Bingo.
And she also
what's her efficiency though? You talking about leading scorer? What's her efficiency?
We don't care about positive.
Oh, now you don't care about efficiency.
Nobody cares about none of that. We care about who's the third leading scorer in the WNBA. We care about who's the second assist leader.
Nah, don't go nowhere, Ms. B. I'm sorry.
No, I can't. I gotta go though. I appreciate
all right, Ms. B. Hey, listen, I appreciate you on the panel, Ms. B.
I'm trying to tell you, they literally have nothing to say, bro. It's literally nothing you can say. They literally can't say nothing. You mad to Nia Jackson with all that talent. She went over there, thought she was finna win a championship, got their heart broken. Raven Johnson, who everybody love, I love her to death too. You scored 12 points in the whole.
I dropped the link in the chat if anybody else want to come up and join the discussion.
You scored 12 points in 4 games in the final.
Hit the like button for me. Everybody run them likes up. I need my likes up.
Come on, bro. Like these are players. We literally be comparing. We could be comparing tomatoes to a diamond. We be comparing tomatoes to a diamond, Brooklyn. Like for real. I can't lie to you, bro. And I'm not saying she better than every player right now. She still gotta learn, but the players we be comparing and saying the stuff that if she would have never had that ball in her hand doing what she was doing, shooting from half court, we'd still be looking at none of this stuff wouldn't be going on right now.
You're right. A lot of people like her play style. That's cool. I'm not a CC hater, bro.
She would have lost the timeline change. Iowa loses to South Carolina. South Carolina beats LSU for the millionth time. Angel Reese never gets that championship. Angel Reese goes on to the pros without that championship.
Unfortunately, we can't live in what ifs.
Yeah.
And Angel Reese got a ring. And CC don't.
So we
That's
can't
the
live
truth.
in. We can't live in.
The truth is, Angel got a
she
ring
went
and
to
CC
Gino?
don't.
What if you
And she
saying?
got
What
to
if
live
she
with
went to
that.
Gino's system? What if she went over to the Don Staley system? She would have never did this and never did. That's what we living in. What if?
Yeah, but that was I was making a point about coaching.
I'm making a point about why all of
I was
this
trying
is
to show you
happening.
because hold on, my point, because you missed my point, obviously. I was trying to show you why Stephanie White ain't a bad coach. Because y'all keep making it sound like she trying to take the ball out of her hand as if that would make her a good coach. The only person that did that was Bluter. Because Stephanie ain't do it, Gina wouldn't have did it, and Dawn wouldn't have did it. So you trying to say that Bluter is a better coach than them because she allowed CC to play the way y'all want her to play.
On the same stage with Gino and Don Staley.
Who?
You putting them on the same stage. Stephanie has never hoisted a trophy over her head in the goddamn final four.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying she's as good as a coach or better in any of them. What I'm saying is Coach Bluter is the one who allows CC to play that way. No other coach is gonna allow it.
Stephanie White was at every game calling the games, sucking dick. Every single game. Yeah, I want to
see that we can agree
she's
on.
Gonna be a general. That's
You're
a
right.
generational talent right there. I
that
can't
we
wait
can
to
agree
see her
on
in the WNBA.
You're right.
Single game.
She did do that. We could agree on that. Red and Milky Way says, I do agree we probably wouldn't have won in the words of Kanye. I guess we'll never know.
Nah, this what I'm trying to tell you. See, I'm not folks don't realize we don't give a damn about no. You see the difference in caring about a championship from college and what's really literally still going on now. We see what's still going on now. We see Cece on every commercial now. We see her still the face of this league now. We see her still third leading scorer right now. First in assists right now. We see all this. Bro. We still see this. The game
That's
still
because y'all
speaking for
believe in
itself.
Santa Claus.
The game still speaking for itself, Brooklyn. We seeing all this still. This is what we seeing.
Listen, you ain't hear me hate. CC not a bad player, bro.
Nobody who
CC is not a bad player. She's just not as great as what I said. I keep saying the same thing as what people try to make her out to be. She ain't that, but she's not a bad player. She one of the best players in the W. I stand on that.
Is this what I'm trying to tell
I stand
you?
on that. She's just not as great as people say she is. She's not that great, bro.
It's the fact that folks just who's saying it's like everybody gonna say they play her great, but you know in the back of your head like she can be better at this.
Yeah, that's fine if you say that. That's if CC fans listen. I'm gonna tell you what'll be okay. I'm gonna tell you what's acceptable. If CC fans say, "Yo, if she put in the work, in 3 to 4 to 5, well, however many years she could be the best in the league. She could won't have no argument for nobody. But that's not the narrative. The narrative is she light years ahead of everybody. That's the narrative.
Everybody want her to be Sabrina Ionescu so bad. They want her to just fade to black. Turn to Sabrina, shoot you a couple threes every now and then, and just don't say shit and just be quiet. Sell your shoes and be quiet. We don't want to hear you. We don't want to see you like that or hear you. Like that ain't what's gonna happen, bro.
Maybe some people feel like that. I don't feel like that.
That ain't what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, like
I don't feel like that. I already said my critique. My issue with Cece when she get fiery is she pick and choose when to do it, and then when she do it, or when somebody is fiery back with her, she running refs and stuff like that. So that's my only thing. I don't like people that do
lately,
that.
Though. Lately,
if she stopped doing that,
that's what just got her fell on like that. She picked the wrong team to do that. Now,
what got her fell on, is she picked the wrong person to F with. We know that.
Wrong team to act a fool with.
It happens in every sport. You gonna have those people in every sport. Where is it? Look at Draymond. Draymond putting people in headlock. You get what I'm saying? And just sometimes you pick the wrong person to F with. It is what it is. Like
you see what type of you see how Curry looking at him every game. Like, man, I really don't even want him on the team no more, man. Like, damn, man, I got to deal with this nigga still, man. Like, fuck. He the reason we exiting every year. Damn, I got to keep dealing with this shit. That's how the WNBA looking at Alyssa Thomas, bro. I'm telling you. Folks don't want to I'm telling you, folks don't want to believe what she just did. What she literally just did, bro, just literally just Nate Tibbetts right now somewhere goddamn trying to write the longest letter he can to the goddamn board. Please don't do it. Please let her just because we know what we know what she just did was wrong, and who that is she did it to, and this and that. Man, listen, every single player came out and fake started praising the girl after they seen what was really going on.
You know what I will say, and I don't condone the violence. Like I said, you heard what I said earlier, and I stand on that. But the one thing I always thought was corny was how every time, and this is going back from years and years, and like, you know, the not just this year. Every time something happened is an altercation with the Fever, and Caitlyn is involved. It seemed like all the players ignore Caitlyn and be getting in each other's face. And I'd be like, that's weird. Even if it initiated with Caitlyn, it's like everybody's scared to go at Caitlyn. Yeah. So I actually respect, even though I don't agree with it or condone it, I actually respect Alyssa going at Caitlyn opposed to going at somebody else who ain't got, you know what I mean? Like she went at the person that was the problem.
Bro,
I respect that, but she did it the wrong way. Like I don't agree with.
She did.
I don't agree with what she did, but at least she went at the person she was mad at. Because it'd be times people be mad at Cece and they get into it with somebody else
on camera. She actually ready to fight on national TV with her. She to that point. She literally ready to fight on national TV with her. She at that point. She knows Cece not finna fight her. She knows she ain't finna do nothing out of the ordinary, but get fiery and try to hype the crowd up. All that when it's past that point, it's over with. You know, she out of there. She tucking tail and she out of there. She not finna fight with you. She might give you a little shove or a little push or something, but anything other than that, you know, I already know this little white girl not finna do that. This is a point guard. You are a goddamn point forward. You literally goddamn be down there in the paint banging with bigs. You're literally a big for real. Hey man, we know she ain't finna fight her, bro. We all know that already. What I'm just mad about is why you don't keep that saying every other team beat you. You don't get mad when every other team beat you. Now all of a sudden when nobody want the Fever to beat them. It look like it's just like no team want the Fever to beat them. If any other team can beat us by 100 points.
Well, and I don't know if that's the case, but I will say, and I'm not trying to say Fever the only team that do this, but we do know the Fever have the antics of trying to draw fouls. So I think that's really where it started, because that whole thing started last game from the arm tanglement that CC do. She do that shit every game. Her and Leah Boston. They grab people's arms and they try to get the foul from the ref. That's where it started from. So
bro, we literally watching CC get into it with a goddamn 15 damn near. I don't know. Them folk down there said a 17-year vet. I think they said some shit like a 17-year vet. She already know she on goddamn Tina. She on Tina Charles time. She already know it. You literally trying to make yourself back popping and popular by getting into it with her. Your name went in the algorithm enough. You want to start fighting with, trying to tussle with Cece? Oh yeah, soon we play these two games. I'm finna make this little white bitch mad. Watch this game right here. We're finna make this little white bitch mad. You got your ass burnt up the first game. This game you was on the way to get. You seen her came out on the same, bruh. It's like every time they see Cece back in her mode, back in that college mode where she just shooting everything and she making all the right passes. Everything just look like it's in the flow, like she taking over the game. Somebody gonna do some shit to try to fuck up. That's what we just seen, bro. You literally just
don't do that, because now you feed into the narrative. I don't like that, because what happens is this. Now listen, what happened is this. Again, like I said, this was wrong, and anytime it's violence against a player is wrong. But that don't happen every game. And the people who don't watch, you watch. The people who don't watch or see this and say, "Oh, they beating up Caitlyn every game," and that's not what's happening. You know what I mean? So we not creating that narrative, and we not letting that narrative run over. Ain't nobody attacking Cece because she's shooting the ball. No. In fact, a lot of times when Cece get hot, she'd be the one antagonizing other people. We know that. But this was a particular time where it got out of hand, and this was wrong to anybody. It don't have to be Cece. This was wrong to anybody. This was just wrong. It was a bad play. But this is not happening every game throughout the league. That's not the case.
We just trying to figure out why we got a coach who don't like who call challenges on for bench players and not they star player. You call a challenge for when a bench player goddamn do some shit, but you won't even call your star player goddamn twirl their finger right in your face 1,000 times, and you'll just look at them and put some chapstick on, and goddamn your eyes start twitching and shit like. Are you like that? She literally don't, bro. She wasn't ready. She
Listen,
ain't ready for
I
this
hope y'all
job.
get what y'all want. I hope Stephanie White,
Yeah.
maybe this year is her last
No,
year. I hope y'all get a new coach. I hope
We'll
listen,
take Derek
listen,
Fisher.
listen. I hope y'all new coach. Hold on,
We'll
listen.
take Derek Fisher.
I hope y'all new coach is gonna allow CC to play CC ball. And I hope y'all happy. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm getting tired of the narrative. Like, it's always the coach, coach always, you know what I mean?
Listen,
So I hope she do leave, and I hope y'all get the coach y'all want.
You know what? And this the double standard that I don't like. We just heard the whole last year. It was past the coach for the Chicago Sky. Niggas were talking about the owners, the goddamn
They still need to be
Jeff.
fired. You crazy?
It was
Chicago?
Jeff, the owners.
Yes.
And you don't think this bitch need to be fired?
She a better coach. She Indiana have a better. See, that's the thing. That's another thing that annoyed me with Indiana fans, right? When let's go back to when Angel was there, right? Y'all would act like the Chicago Sky was just as good as the Fever, and it's not. The team ain't as good. The coach ain't as good. The GMs ain't as good. No, so you can't compare them. That's an actual team that needs to fire the GM, the owner,
bro.
the coach. Everybody need to go.
This is something I don't like. How can we sit here and be mad because a team was constructed better than another team, and your favorite player just
No.
happens to be on the team
That's what
that
I'm
wasn't
saying.
constructed good.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is stop blaming the coach every time y'all don't like something. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you do it. I'm saying that with. I'm not just saying that with Indiana. I say that with Atlanta. I say that with Atlanta.
Blaming Semesco for
No,
what he
you never
doing.
heard me blaming Semesco. I say that
That's
with
what I'm
Atlanta. The
not you.
people
I'm
who
saying
blame
everybody
Semesco.
else on other
No, but
channels I done
listen, I
popped in
agree
on.
with you. The people who blame Semesco, I call them out.
Other
I call
channels,
them
yeah.
out.
I done
So
popped in on
I
other
keep the
channels.
same energy.
Semesco this, Semesco that. Ryan Howard.
They
It's
don't
gonna
know
be everybody
basketball,
but
bro. Those people don't know basketball.
the player that they like, bro. It's gonna be every person but the player that they
You want
like.
to know why though? Because a lot of fans have this much basketball knowledge, so they sitting there with this much basketball knowledge, saying what they think, opposed to, you know what I mean, learning something. So it's like, yeah, they gonna do that. If you don't,
That's
you
basically
gonna blame everything.
85%.
That's
That's
like the person.
85% of chats
Look,
these
that's like
days.
the person that's in real life blaming all their problems on everybody else. That's what the people who
Yeah.
blame the coach do.
That's
It's like
80.
instead of you manning up and saying,
Nah.
you know
See, I
what,
can't.
I might be the
I
issue for
can't.
what's happening to me. Instead of people
No,
blaming themselves, they won't blame everybody
that's not
around them.
accurate. That's not an accurate statement right there. The hell no.
Why you say that?
Because
We'll talk about it.
we can sit here and look at it. You can stand there and coach from your TV at home. Like, hold up, I would put this roast. I would put her in on her. I wouldn't do this right here. I put this
That's
right here
true.
on. I put this in. I put her on
That's
her. I
true.
would have did this. You ain't gonna challenge that. Everybody looking right at that. You ain't gonna
That's
challenge that.
true. That's
It's stuff
true.
like
But
that
that
we
don't
can
make it a
look at and
bad coach.
coach
That
from
just
our
means you would
own
do
house.
something different. You get what I'm saying? What you saying is absolutely true. But just because you would do something different, don't mean that coach don't know what he doing or she doing. And there's a difference. You got some coaches that don't know what they're doing. And then you got some coaches who do. And you would just do something different. It's okay. But the coaches who don't know what they're doing need to be fired. The coaches who do know what they're doing, you got to respect their decision, even if you would do something different.
You see how Paige got ponytail got up out of Dallas and nobody spoke a word about it. It was he was a bad coach. He didn't that.
And I know you want to talk
He
about your
only had
Chicago
1 year
Sky, Nate.
too. Why they ain't give him 2 years? Why they ain't give Ponytail 2 years in Dallas?
He was a bad coach. He needed to go. You could tell the difference between good coaches and bad coaches.
You see what I'm saying?
But that was an actual bad coach.
WNBA is a whole lot of double standards. It's a whole lot of
Oh
what have
my
you done for
God.
me lately?
There we go.
It's a whole lot of what have you done for me lately.
You got to know the difference between a bad coach and good coaches. CC fans don't care if you a bad coach or good coach. If you ain't doing what they want you to do, they want you fired. That's
bro. It's not like that. I'm trying to tell you. Look, we literally see Chicago get Dallas' old coach, the coach that was there before Ponytail. We literally seen them get her as an assistant coach to Tyler Marsh. Like the league is really, it's just bad on how they set up the coaching. She a better coach than him, but she is an assistant coach to him.
That's because he was there first. That happens on all coaching jobs. If he lose his job, she'll step in. That happens in the NBA too.
We would literally take Brianne January over Stephanie
Mike
White.
Brown, who just won a championship, been a bunch of people assistant coaches. Like
Mike
that
Brown
happened.
Been a bunch of people head coaches too.
Yeah, exactly. And after he was a head coach, he was an assistant.
Yeah, Mike Brown been head coaches in a lot of jobs.
That's
I'm trying
fact.
to tell you, bro. Like we look at the W and just it's a whole lot of it's super double standards for everything. Oh, this good for we can hate on this person, but when it comes to this person, we can't do that because this is a black woman and this is that and that and this. Man, listen, man.
I don't care
if
me,
you black, white, silver,
I keep it real with everybody. I'm not saying that don't happen. Purple, you probably right because you be in a lot of people's channels, so you probably see people hating. Bro, I don't do that.
I'm floating in all time. I'm on white boys channels, just listening in, seeing what they saying and how they feel about stuff. I'm on dudes who anti-Angel channels. I'm on anti-Caitlyn channels. I'm on all type of channels, just literally just listening, seeing how this how they talk over here. Or, this how they talk over here, and you rarely see me try to hit somebody's link to go up because I don't really do that with everybody. Like, bro, it's literally just double standards all over the league. Like we can see just like this is Alyssa Thomas thing. Everybody literally sit here and say, yeah, she went wrong. Cause guess who she beat? They beat the Fever. If Alyssa Thomas would have did that to Angel Reese, what do you think
I would have kept
It'll be
all I could talk about is for me, and I would have kept the same energy.
Right now, everybody who an Angel Reese channel would be live
only person I can control is me, Brody, and I would have kept the same energy.
I'm just saying, Brooklyn. I'm just letting you know what's really going on.
You know, I know. Of course, yeah, I know. Reddit Milky Way says, man, was not challenging the right calls, not trying to throw players under the bus. I actually think Tyler is a smidge better than him. I think they both need to be fired. I think Tyler Ben needed to be fired. But I'm not really. The reason why I'm not going so hard on Tyler is because his boss is trash. At least Man Bun had a good boss. He was just bad at his job. Tyler boss is trash. So it's like you ain't. How good is Tyler gonna be when your boss is trash?
We literally his Man Bun boss trash too. We literally watched this nigga. Come from being a bum on a team and his team going goddamn 1 and damn near 70, and he get promoted for going 1 and 70. He get promoted to a GM.
Oh, you talking about
Kurt Miller?
Yeah, Kurt Miller didn't, but I think he
got promoted for having a bad team. See,
yeah, listen, I don't know for sure because I ain't been around, but I think he won before or had a winning team before.
He won before. He won. Guess what? A lot of people won
so
before.
He's not sometimes you got a bad roster, bro. Kurt Miller know what he doing, bro.
Sometimes you got a bad roster. Kurt Miller know what he doing. Kurt Miller this. Nigga, he just came. I'm talking about Kurt Miller just came from. Man, I'm talking about he had a team so bad. Kurt Miller, I don't forget where he was at. He was in I think he was at the Sparks, I think. Damn, where Kurt Miller was at the Mystics.
So since you're not gonna come up, Nate, let me say shout out to Chicago for getting the winning night. It was touch and go for a little while, but you guys actually put out the win. It looked like it was a good team win because a bunch of people was in double figures from the starters to the bench. So shout out to your Chicago Scott and Nate for pulling that win out. Y'all still trash. Chicago's still trash. But shout out to y'all for getting the winning night. Where the Milky Way says, yeah, he just left it. Yeah, I know he left the Sparks, but I heard before that he was a good coach. I think he coached at Indiana too, if I'm not mistaken. Or he coached, I forgot what. I know he coached in Atlanta, I think. I don't know.
I'm talking about in 24, he was coaching. Hold up, let me see.
Yeah, educate me, because I really don't know. Educate me.
In 2024, that nigga was coaching the Mystics. Not the Mystics. Yeah, I think he was coaching the Mystics. Or it was the other dude who the what's the name? Who the assistant for Sherry Miller now? Who done
Mike
fake grow
Tebow.
the beard? The guy who's he in the LGBTQ community, but he done grow the
Mike
beard.
Tebow or Tom Tebow, one of them, the father and the son.
Yeah.
The Tebows.
The father and son dude. Yeah, he done fake grow the beard, try to act like nobody don't remember using the Mystics and didn't win number 2 games over there with Shakir. You had Shakir Austin them and all them. You ain't win number 2 games. Nah, Carson.
Read it like me. I didn't know you came like me. Shout out to the people that Angel bought to women's basketball. Not Caitlin.
No, I'm telling
Angel.
you. I'm trying to tell you, Kurt Miller was with the he was the head of the he was with the Mystics or with the Sparks. I think he was with the Sparks. He was the coach for the Sparks. They was super bummed out that year. I'm talking about they didn't win nothing that year. That nigga got promoted for winning nothing. That nigga got promoted to the GM of the Dallas for winning nothing. I was like, damn, this league crazy. He just got there won 5 games last year. Now he a GM. Man, this league so weird, man. I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying.
That brings it back to what me and Miss D was saying. A woman should have got the job.
What, the GM job?
Yeah.
Huh?
A woman should have got the job in Dallas.
Bro, in Dallas.
I support women, man. Women should have got the job, man.
Well, I support women too, but get what? You see what Dallas doing over there? Do you actually see what Dallas is doing?
They doing good. They building. I like their new coach.
Dallas is fucking rolling.
Yeah, I like their new coach.
Dallas is
Age
over there
is looking
rolling.
good. AZ coming in the form. They just need to continue building.
Dallas looking like they're a real contender. Like real.
I wouldn't say
Dallas
that. I think they got one more step to go to be a contender, but I think they're gonna be a playoff team for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna be a player. Nobody, and I don't like saying that either. All these little weird sayings that they're with their team, nobody don't want to see come playoff time and all that old shit. Look, they gotta show me. Yeah, and I'm fucked up for giving them that much credit they deserve. Yeah, they gotta show me too. Paige, I ain't forgot about you. Got a ball hit off your back in the Final Four. I ain't forgot about that. You literally got a ball thrown off your back in the Final Four. Pause. I'm talking about literally in the middle of a game, and they had to put seconds back on the clock so you wouldn't lose in a walk off 3-pointer. They had to put seconds back on the clock for you to get the ball back.
I thought we only care about the pros. I thought we don't care about what happened in college.
Yeah, I had it. That was just a moment in time I had to think back about. Paige, cause everybody getting paid too much.
Only when it's convenient,
they be
right?
glazing too much. They be glazing Paige too much. Like, oh, she does no wrong. She's so efficient. Man, listen, man. Y'all think she don't do that on purpose? She do that on purpose because she know that's all she got to go on. I'm just efficient. I can shoot a midi. You literally have nothing else to go.
Why are you saying like I'm just efficient? Like that's a bad thing.
I mean, anybody can be efficient going 5 for. I mean, I'm gonna go 5 for.
Don't do that. You gonna walk yourself in.
No, I'm saying I'm just trying
if anybody could do it, why Caitlin not doing it?
I'm just trying to name her usual stat line what she used to go for. She don't usually score no more than about 17. She don't score that much. I'm just it's crazy. Like I don't know, bro. It's cool.
So you saying that you would like
I ain't gonna grill her.
You saying that you would like Paige better if she was more aggressive offensively. You don't like that she's so like team oriented. You want her to be more aggressive.
No, I'm not saying that because you want me.
No, I'm asking. That's what you said because I didn't say this. You said she's efficient, but she only scored 17. So like let's say if she was efficient, but she scored 25, you would like that Paige better.
Yeah, I like to see Paige scoring within that little range right there, over like 22 to 25 a game.
So in the next couple years, if she do that, I'm gonna hear a different tune from you, right? I'm gonna hear better than Cece, right?
Paige is not a jack of all trades. And this the crazy thing. Folks are kicking like Paige got defense. Folks will literally sit and tell you that Paige got defense.
When y'all played, one thing I noticed, one thing that stood out to me, and I'm not surprised, but it stood out to me, is when y'all played Dallas the first game, Paige was guarding Caitlin. Who was Caitlin guarding?
You know Paige older than Caitlin, right?
Yeah.
You know that, right? Like Paige.
Well, I know they came out the same class. I wouldn't say I know she's older. They came out the same class.
Two great point guards know each other traits. They literally sit here and study each other's traits. Like they study each other's traits, bro. Like Paige, like she know exactly what Cece gonna do because she done been on a team with her. She done been in practices with her. She know exactly what she gonna do.
So what's Caitlin's excuse for not guarding Paige then?
She don't guard the point guard like that. Like she don't have that skill set. Like
so that wouldn't that make Paige better in that area?
Paige just do that just on a she'll guard.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I asked you a question. I said in that particular area. Hold on, listen. In that particular area, wouldn't that make Paige the better player?
No, because guess what? Every stat line, steal wise, block wise, and defensive rating, Cece better than Paige in all those three categories.
So now let me educate you, my brother. If you know anything about basketball, you know that, and you don't gotta listen. To prove my point, Iman Shepard, who was a defender in the NBA, he said this on a podcast with Richard Jefferson. You go look this up right now. To be a good defender, right? You might not get no stats. The defensive stats don't make you a good defender. Stats on the offensive side tell what type of offensive player you are. But on the defensive side, stats don't say what type of defender you are. What makes you a good defender is if you can stay in front of your man and limit him. Because let's say Caitlin.
You think I care what Iman?
Hold on. Let's say Caitlin. Let me use Caitlin for an example. Even if you can't stop the player, right? Because a player might be so great that no matter what you do, they're going to score anyway. We've seen those type of players, the Currys, whoever. But if you could stay in front of them and at least limit them or contest them, you did your job. So stats, you could do that without getting one stat, right? So just because you get a steal in the passing lane, just because you get a passing lane, hold on, look. Hold on, I'm explaining defense to you. Just because you get a passing lane steal, or you might get a block, a weak side block, that don't mean you're a good defender. So you can have all the steals and blocks you want, and you can't keep somebody in front of you, even if they score on you, right? Because sometimes it's better offense. Even if they score on you, if you can't keep that person in front of you, you're not a good defender. And you could do that with zero stats.
You just made my point. Every time somebody score on a person who's playing good defense, guess what they gonna say? Good defense, better offense.
Yeah, better offense. Yeah, but the good defense only comes is if you was there with a contest in their face and not blown past. You get what I'm saying? If you get blown past, that's not good defense, better offense. That's just great offense. But if you there in their face, staying in front of them, and they just score over you, that's good. In the Fever Atlanta game in that first half, Cece, that was good offense, better. That was good defense, better offense, because Cece was shooting over people.
Cece literally don't give a damn about defense. Like that's what people don't understand. She don't give a damn about defense. No coach has literally ever tried to make her. No coach has literally ever tried to make her play super hard defense. Like no coach ever made her do
That's
that
because she's
because
not
it
good.
like
That she's not good at it. Like she don't have the athleticism to move laterally.
no, it's not that she don't got the athleticism. She want the ball. She had the ball in her hand so much on offense and scoring so much on offense that she can't be exerting herself on defense like that. She literally done always had bigs that if you beat me going to the paint, my big gonna be down there to stop you.
Yeah, but that only works if you could slow the person down. If you allowing people to just blow past you to get to your big, you're gonna
No,
put your big in foul trouble.
no. These coaches don't teach. Rotate every time somebody do something. Pick up a man. If you got a big on your weak side helping, then that player should be picking up that corner and that wing. The other player should be right there picking up that corner or that wing. Cause when she get past me, when the player blow past her, the big supposed to be dropping down from the corner, and the person who was on the wing supposed to be rotating to the corner. She supposed to be rotated up to the wing that's standing right there, so they can't throw the ball back out. That's how
I agree
defense
with
is
you.
played.
I agree
That's
with
not
you.
what they do in
You
the
miss
WNBA.
you miss what I said though. What I'm saying is if you doing that with no resistance at all, you put your big in foul trouble. So you're right. It's supposed to
No.
be rotations.
You supposed
But
to
if you don't
your
have
big
no
is
type
supposed to
of
be
resistance on the perimeter, you're gonna put your big at risk of getting in foul trouble.
if it's a point guard, that's blowing past you, your big doesn't have to do nothing but stand straight up with their hands straight up. This is another thing about this league. This league so weird. You can literally be standing with your hands straight up. If a player running to you and throw the ball at the rim, it's a foul.
It
A
depends if you're
player don't got
moving
to
or
do
not.
nothing but run straight at you, bump into you, and throw the ball at the rim. The ref gonna call a foul.
These refs is
I mean,
terrible, so
yeah, I'm
these
just
refs
saying, like
these are bad
these
refs. So
bigs. That's why these bigs don't jump. They just hold their hands straight up, but they literally still get the call because they so undisciplined that they gonna swipe. They gonna try to swipe at the ball anyway. If they literally just hold their hands up, nobody will never score. Like this is what I be looking at just watching the games. If they literally held their hands straight up, nobody will ever score, bro. Cause nobody ain't shooting over nobody in the paint for real, except for a few people. Asia, Jackwell, AB, Shakira, Kiki, a couple bigs. It ain't nothing but a couple bigs that's actually literally moving you out the way in the paint. Nobody else would actually be able to score if they literally knew how to hold their hand straight up and don't swipe at the ball when a person come in the paint. Like, cause that's the only reason they call a foul. But we don't watch the 100 foul get called on CC that a girl Jordan Kendall just literally ran into her and fell. She just ran down there to the paint and just fell. Before she even played defense on her good, she just fall to the ground. Like we watching shit like this, bro. Can you agree she not rough the same as every other player?
I
Can
mean,
you agree to that?
I'm honest. That's what
She's not officiated
I'm
the same.
honest, bro. Like she gets a special whistle. She
She
get a
not
superstar
officiated
whistle.
the same. She not
She,
being a fit. The
but
same
she get a
thing Stephanie
superstar
White just said
whistle.
tonight.
She gets the benefit of a lot of calls. Every once in a while, she get a call that don't go her way because these refs is terrible. But for the most part, she gets the benefit of a lot of calls. You know that.
You ain't
That's
even
why she could
realize
walk around. Hold on. That's why she could walk around and curse at all the refs and don't get attacked. Like who else could do that?
every single player on this. Just cause they don't put the camera, they don't put the camera on all these players when they cussing at the ref.
Nobody talk to the refs like her, bro. Nobody talks to the refs like her.
Nobody don't get the camera put on them like her. True or false? Nobody had the
Nobody
camera
talks
on
to the
them
refs.
24/7 like her.
I'm not jacking. I'm not jacking what you talking about right
They
now,
don't
bro.
have the camera on let's say we can even say Khalil Copper shit. Khalil Copper, she a star. WNBA all star, got them champion, MVP of the champion of the finals, all type of shit. Damn near MVP of the league one year, I think. She can walk around the court and cuss and fight and stomp and spit and
do not do what CC do, bro. CC the only person to do what she do.
Kalia Copper don't do what CC do.
No.
Man, are you?
No. Is she emotional? Yes. It's a lot of emotional women in WNBA. Do they do what CC do to the refs? Nah.
Bro,
Nobody do that.
What these players do?
CC had talk to the refs like they little kids, bro. Then you know this.
But you gotta realize CC is second only to who in the WNBA?
It's just Angel.
Man, nah, I'm talking about Angel can't even do what CC do at the WNBA. I'm talking about Asia.
No, nobody can do what CC do.
Her and Asia get the same whistle. Her, Asia, and Stewie. Them three get the same whistle. No, that is not cap. That is not cap. I don't know what. I'm capping about what? What am I capping about? What I'm capping about her?
Listen,
what?
you know the chat gonna hold you accountable. You already know that. The chat gonna hold you.
What I'm capping about? Tell me. I'm gonna straighten it up. What I'm capping about? Just tell me. Let me know. Cause I don't understand. I'm trying to tell you, bro. She'll get it. Bro, Kalia Copper get it. I'm talking about. I done seen her walk around, goddamn fussing, stomping,
yeah, she get emotional. Yes, but she do not talk to the refs like CC do.
Every player that don't get a call come down and clap inside of the ref face. The ref be
no, they don't. No, they don't.
Every single player.
They get a text so fast.
They get up off the ground. The ref running. They running right beside them, backpedaling, spitting
and then they come to their senses really fast. Clapping. They come to their senses really fast. Not CC. She's like, make the fucking call.
Yeah, make that motherfucker. Shit, you see me? Don't you? Then you just see me shoot a 3-pointer from goddamn from Schenectady. You just see me shoot a 3-pointer from Schenectady and got my leg ran up under, and you didn't make the call because it's not a regular 3.
No, that's what you would like to happen. What really be happening is nobody touch her. She throw her neck back and look at the ref like, call it. The ref be like, "Call what? Nobody touched me." I'm
talking about when she get these landing zones. These landing zones can't be faked. They can't be faked. No. She just had 2 of those tonight. They didn't call.
Okay, that's tonight. I've seen them call them before.
She just literally had 3 big calls that they just lost by 1 point. They just lost by a bucket. Them three
Make
buckets.
Sure you guys hit the like button for me. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button for me.
Every player in the WNBA flop, man. We done seen this, man. Everybody throwing their head back, man, and acting like she the only one doing it. You see, they gonna have that. They gonna get that DJ.
You're not the only one doing it.
That she will get his job, and we haven't seen him since.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, you literally sit up here playing with these folks. You playing with you know how they say you going against the program? You know you know when people say, "Oh, you going against the program, man? What the hell? What?" They literally out there saying, "Fuck the program." That's what when them players do that. When the stuff that like Alyssa Thomas did tonight, she said, "Really, man, I ain't fuck the program. I ain't going with this shit tonight." Like she know that girl right there. That's the program. Asia Wilson is the program.
I feel like Angel Reese is bigger.
Asia Wilson is the program. Angel is the program. Cece is the program. Cece is just the bigger program.
I feel like Angel Reese is bigger, bro.
Every time they get on the winning team, now she bigger.
Now she always been bigger. I could tell you why. In college, she had the bigger name, image, likeness deals, and then in the pros. Man. Well, this was going back since college. She hold on. Let me finish. I'm gonna tell. Listen, you know, I don't speak from emotion. I speak from facts. So with Angel is bigger on social media than Caitlyn is, right? we all know that the further we go into the future, hold on, listen.
Don't care nothing about
social
social
look.
media.
We all know the further we go into the future, people are consuming things more on their phone than they are from TV. So social media, that's why a lot of these TV, that's why the inside the NBA crew went to ESPN, right? Because TNT didn't have an online presence like ESPN do. So they lost their deal. So we moving into the digital era. Everything's about what you can do for me digitally, social media. That's where Angel Reese is the biggest at.
And he wasn't trying to spend them billions to digitalize everything. Because they already was shutting all that down. They were going into more cartoon and all that stuff anyway. They weren't really jacking no WNBA,
regardless of what they going into,
NBA
it don't change the fact that social media, people are consuming more stuff on a phone than they are on television.
Let me tell you why.
And that's where Angel Reese is the biggest at.
Name, image, likeness. Just like now that people, she done surpassed her in the money. This girl got the bigger endorsements, the bigger names. She not going for every small
but you got to understand it's a reason for that, right? If you getting pushed, it's almost like saying she get more TV games than Angel. Yeah, it's a reason for that. They pushing her more. But that doesn't mean that just because you pushing somebody more don't mean that they're not a bigger celebrity. If you could see that, you could hold on, look, you could see that just in the celebrities, right? Caitlin Clark, who her celebrities? She just had Kid Cudi come in, and that shit look awkward as fuck too. I was gonna talk about that. I ain't even talk about it. She just gave Kid Cudi a jersey. That ain't look like no real. That look like something manufactured as fuck.
Look,
Angel
bro,
got Dr. J coming out.
She not
Angel, hold on, let me finish, Brody. Angel got
a regular person.
Angel has Lotto coming out, Dr. J coming out, like John Morant coming out. Angel bring out real celebrities.
She's an international star, but she literally like nobody.
Angel Reese is the bigger star. She the bigger personality. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just that one is pushed more like she's bigger. That? One is smoking mirrors.
Do you remember who was coming to the games? The big Hollywood. It was Hollywood stars literally coming to the games in her goddamn her what's the name rookie year. You don't remember the guy from the real movie stars, the dude from that 70s show and his wife.
Who? What's his name? So not an A-list celebrity.
Yeah, a super A-list.
I know who you talking about. Them guys ain't big deals.
The white boy from
I know who you talking about. Those guys not big deals. They white actors, B-list at best. I know exactly who you talking about. She ain't bring out no A-list. The only A-list person she ever was around probably was Taylor Swift, and that was manufactured. That was created. Man, Angel's around Beyonce, Rihanna. What we talking about?
Going on is manufactured with her in it. Every single thing.
You just don't want to admit it, bro. Angel is the bigger star in real life. One is smoking mirrors. Everything. Listen. Reality. I could hold on. Look, watch this. Watch this, bro. Because I'm gonna take it a step. What Kendrick said, I'm gonna take it further. I'm about to take it a step further. Even Caitlyn fan base ain't real. Like I said, Caitlyn fan base started, and I ain't talking about real fan. I ain't talking about people like you who's really fan of Indiana, right? And really a fan of Caitlyn. I'm talking about all those MAGA people who got involved with CC because they didn't like the image. They didn't like the image of this black girl doing this to CC.
People involved with Angel just because she black. Then fuck it. That's what I gotta go ahead and say it. People
like Angel because of her personality.
Who beat up on the white girl? Who
people like Angel because her personality. Because Angel was famous before. Angel was famous before that game.
What is it?
Angel was famous. Angel was famous before that championship game, bro. So it ain't that.
You really think that she was famous?
Yeah, she was. I know that. I know that, and it's facts.
She was literally famous at LSU.
Yo, bro, it's a video. I send you the video. Well, I don't have you on social medias, but I got videos to back it up.
Famous at LSU. That's it. Do you know what this white girl?
Not true.
This white girl couldn't walk down the street before all this shit was going on.
That's not true. CC wasn't like that. She wasn't that. CC wasn't. CC was not as famous as Angel. Angel helped CC get famous. CC was not as famous as Angel, bro. That's the fact. I'm not lying about that. I'm not lying about nothing I'm saying, but that's a fact.
This the crazy part about it. Everybody saying, "Oh yeah, Nike trying to get Angel that same deal." How do we know this?
Because why? Because they came to her first. She turned it down.
How we know this? How do we know any of this? How?
Because she was a star. I'm trying to figure out. She was already a star, bro. She was already a bigger star.
Nike came to her first with 28 million, and she
just how Nike goes to everybody. Nike is the biggest in the game.
Offered that to everybody.
Nike is the biggest in the game. They try to get all the superstars first.
No, who is everybody? It's superstars in the game. Who didn't get that deal?
90% of them is Nike athletes.
$28 million deal.
90% of all the stars is Nike athletes, bro.
She was literally the only person that ever got a $28 million deal without touching the NBA court. Asia Wilson had to go in there and argue her deal back over. Y'all just gave her $28 million, and she still probably ain't getting $28 million. And that $28 million just over the little 8 years. You know what they saying this girl damn near projected to be worth right now?
I'm not surprised, bro. I live in America. I'm not surprised.
I'm talking about this shit crazy, Brooklyn, like dead ass serious.
You think Eminem the greatest rapper?
We looking at the social media because we black. We looking at the social media.
Do you think Eminem is the greatest rapper of all? Do you think Eminem?
Bro, look.
Hold on. Answer that question.
No, we ain't going to Eminem.
All right.
We not going to Eminem.
But you do know that Eminem has the most sales out of any rapper in history, right?
Eminem don't. No, Eminem.
Who got more sales than Eminem?
Drake got the most sales. Then
no, he don't. No, he don't.
Yes, he does. This is Billboard I'm talking about.
I'm talking about
the real Billboard.
I'm talking about overall success, not just Billboard. I'm talking about overall success.
Yes. Drake just sold goddamn $2 billion in 1 month. He just passed Michael Jackson.
Okay, maybe he passed Eminem. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Drake,
I got to do the research. But I know at one point Eminem was the biggest selling artist in history.
Eminem was the biggest in the 90s. Eminem's still on that list. He's still in the top 10.
Nah. Eminem was number one. Eminem was no way Eminem be top 10. Eminem was number one. So if you saying Drake passed him, then Eminem is number 2.
Hell no, Eminem not number 2. I'm telling you, Youngboy number 2. I just was looking at this the other day.
So we talking about 2 different lists. We talking
about all time units sold ever.
Yeah,
bro. Youngboy, you don't understand what's really going on. Eminem down there about 5 or 6 somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna do some research, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
Eminem down there about 5 or 6.
I could be wrong. I have no problem being wrong. I'll take your word for it.
Take my train of thought on what I was going to say. You're not going to take my train of thought on what I was going to say. Do you? Okay, we just seen AR pop out Rolls Royce. Yeah, the real one, the pink one, the custom. Do you know how this white girl rolling around for real? Like Drake, them 5-6 Maybachs, back to back. Like that type of shit. Security, real security that you don't see. Them security with Beyonce don't walk around with the earpiece in their ear, got on regular clothes. They walk around like that now, bro. This shit is a whole different level of what we seeing for real. Like this shit is a whole different level. You get $2,000 to go speak at speaking arrangements and shit. Like, that's a whole different level to this shit, bro.
Listen, good for her. I'm not no hater. Good for her. Good for her.
No, this is what I'm saying though. You saying the popularity is in the culture, in the black culture? Yes, Angel is way more popular.
I'm talking about in the general
black culture.
In general, I know. I know CC got a lot of white fans, and I know she popular on White America.
White, black,
but
Chinese,
so does Angel.
Hispanics. Angel got a whole lot of fans too. We're not gonna do that. You seen that second round of voting that just came back?
Like you said, that's rage bait. I'm not. You said it. Look. On the first one, you was like, it's rage bait. Now you have you not keeping the same energy.
No,
I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna allow. Listen, I didn't believe. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I said it was rage bait.
I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it in her rookie season, bro.
She was actually leading then, bro. You don't believe she was actually in first or second place then?
Like, I don't believe it. I didn't believe the numbers when she had 700 in the rookie season. I didn't believe it then. I don't believe it.
You better have believed it then. She had $1 million first when they first came back. She was the only player with $1 million when they first came back.
I know. And I also know that people skew numbers when they want to make something a reality.
Guess how Angel got in All-Star every year. I love Angel to death. I love her. I love her game.
How she got in?
I love everything about her. I love her game. I love everything about her. But
how she got
in? She got in because of the rivalry.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta have Angel. Got to be on the same team with her. Then we put him on the same team. Then she throws her 1 or 2 passes. Then we crank the rivalry right back up after All-Star.
So you don't feel like Angel earned. So you don't feel like she earned it with her play. She ain't earned it.
Voted in. Dude, Chicago, man, they stunk. I'm talking about when I say they stunk.
Chicago did stink. What that got to do with Angel Reese's numbers?
The numbers.
Yeah, the numbers.
Yeah, she wasn't scoring that many buckets now, and she didn't have that many buckets.
She was averaging a double-double.
We remember the low lights now.
That's why how you remember the low lights again. A machine. It's like you trying to ignore that there's a machine, bro. It's all good.
No, I'm not ignoring this machine. But guess what, bro?
Because if it wasn't a machine, why isn't there? We know CC is leading the league in history in turnovers, right? But there's no machine out there showing you every CC turnover. But there's machines out there showing you every Angel miss. And you just said it. We seen the low lights. So you saying you know there's a machine. But you still believing in Santa Claus like all this is just happening naturally. No, you're being fed information, bro. You're just choosing to believe what you want to believe and ignore what you want to ignore.
The thing went out. Somebody called me. It wasn't a whole lot of highlights, Brooklyn. That's all I'm saying.
All right, cool.
It just wasn't. Like I can't ignore the fact. I can't.
It's cool. I don't have to prove nothing because Angel is proving it for me.
Muted.
Angel is proving it for me.
Man, I can't even hear you, man.
I said, I'm sorry, I probably was covering the mic. I said I don't have to prove nothing because Angel proving it for me.
You, dog. I gotta go out and come back in.
I'm probably gonna wrap the show up anyway because we 2 hours in. And we ain't even talk about what I wanted to talk about. We mainly, you know what I mean? It was a good show though. Good conversation. Listen, everybody hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the show. I'm trying to be more consistent. Y'all seeing me a lot now, so I'm trying to get the love back that I once had. But yeah, we're gonna end it like that. I feel like we got the point across tonight. We 2 hours in. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Hopefully I enjoyed the conversation, especially you CC fans out there. As you can see, we keep it real over here. You could be a CC fan, and as long as you're cool, you're welcome. This is an Angel Reese channel. We're gonna support Angel. We're not gonna allow her to be mistreated like she was in the past. So, shout out to everybody for rocking with me, and shout out to the ones who don't too, because I noticed y'all too. You know what I mean? Just, with that said, I'm end the live. Everybody have a good night.